Okay, now we are online on YouTube. So, hello YouTube, good morning. We are starting immersion 100% in English. I'm here with Romeo, Lilian, Ivna, and Felipe. And today we talk about the architecture of daily habits and sustainable produ productivity. Okay, so before I start, I do can introduce how TNT works. So TalkNtalk is a platform for you to develop your language skills and achieve fluency in the language. And within the platform, we have English, Spanish, and French. So here we don't correct you, even if you learn so much. Okay, so I'm not. Remember, I'm not English teacher. I'm just student facilitator in search of my fluency in the language, just like you. And I think that's it. So I introduce myself. My name is Suelen. I'm 30 years old. I live in a small city in Rio de Janeiro with my family. And I'm here on TalkNtalk since 2021 to improve my English. I think that's it about me. I work in a steel company with equality, and that's it about me. So, lady first. So, Lilian, can you
Mhm.
introduce yourself, please?
Yes, of course. So my name is Lilian. I'm here in Talk Talk since November, I think, and it has been amazing for me because I can practice my speaking skills with some other students. I work as a data analyst nowadays, and I live in Rio de Janeiro. So about me, I think that is this.
Thank you, Lilian. Ivana.
Hi, my name is Ivna. I've been working as an education supervisor for 3 years, and I believe the power of education to change our lives. And in my free time, I like to do volunteer work.
Amazing. Thank you, Ivana. Romeo.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Romeo. I work as a train worker in a big company and not of the country, you know. I'm 43 years old. What else? I am married. I have two daughters. In my free time and like go camping with my family. Yeah, I think that's it about me. Thank you.
Thank thank you, Romeo. Felipe.
Hey guys, good morning. About me, my name is Felipe Lira. I am 47 years old. I live in Recife with my wife, my my daughter, and some pets. At the moment, my wife, no, my daughter is living alone. So at home, it's just me and my wife. I working as a networking security analyst uh, at home office. And my free time, usually I like to riding a bike, go to the beach. That's it for now, as about summer of my life.
Thank you, Felipe. So, guys, let's start with the question. So, the first question is, Felipe, I start with you. The first question. So, how does the deliberate consistency of morning routine influence your mental clarity for the
Mhm.
rest of the day?
Yeah, it's a good question. So I was seeing the question. It's not easy to answer, but I will try. Um, I don't know. A consistent morning routine. I think it helps us to organize our mind during in the beginning of the day. When we follow like the same routine every day, we can uh, be calm and more focused during the day. For example, if you have a routine about study, working, personal life, you can follow this step, and in my opinion, you have more focus in what you need to do without distraction. No distraction. I think it's impossible, but less distractions during the day. That's it. It's my opinion about this subject.
Yeah, I think sometimes we do the things in automatic way, when you have this routine, when you set this routine. But when you said about the constancy and you have to, that you have to study, to work, it's
Mhm.
okay. But I think at the same time you do in automatic way, and sometimes we don't notice that you do in automatic way. We just do, and these things can be, I think, um can turn in anxiety, or maybe if you don't treat it, maybe can turn depression with things like that, because you set the same morning routine, the same thing, you don't change one thing, or things like that. So I think you have to have a balance in this
Mhm.
case. But
Okay.
thank you, Philippe, for your sharing. Ivana,
Okay.
do you agree with Philippe?
Yes, I agree. I think when I have a morning routine, my day, how can I say, but my days make easier. And all days I have to take some challenges with problems, people, and so on. And all day how can I say, but I take some part of my morning when I get up, and I dedicate some time to do my devotional. In this devotional, I'd like to ask for God um wise and things like that to deal with my day, my routine. Can help. Other thing can help me is it's clean my house. It's clean my house to organize things. I think my mind uh, make more clearly. Am I making
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you, Ivana, for sharing. Romeo.
Let me see, guys. A good question. I agree with you. I think influence a lot in everything. You how can I say how can I say, oh my gosh, follows meaning some goals, I think, for your day. It is important when you have a day, how can I say, a day that you need to make many things, that you do many things. Is important organize, how can I say, time time by time, for your uh for you realize many things. um yeah, in my case, I try organize my time, uh because when I let how can I say, I don't know say this in English. Quando eu deixo o tempo passar, eu percebo que eu perdi muita coisa, you know. And after that, I can uh, think about why don't I recognize my time for reserve these things. Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you so much, Romeo. Lilian.
For me, my morning daily habits influence 100% of the rest of my day. I have two types of habits, like personal and study habits. I like to split them because in this way I can control better. But if I can't follow all my personal habits in the morning, it's like my day is ruined because I need them. I need to sit in front of my window and receive sunlight. I need to eat a good breakfast every single day because it influence my sleeping. It influence my body a lot. But if I can't follow all my study habits, I'm okay because I have the other days. But my personal habits, I can't negotiate with them. I need to follow them always.
Thank you so much, Lilia, for sharing. Let's go to number two. So, Romeo, in what ways can small incremental change in your daily habits lead to a total transformation of your identity?
Um, Let me see. It's a hard question, I think, but it's possible. It's possible when you, how can I say, organize your life for start like a new year's resolution. I think is similar, you know, and you would like to start the year. How can I say? Start good things, not big things, but a little things um, like a riding, or how can I say, eat good foods, any others things that I don't remember. But I think it's possible, change your how can I say, your identity, you know. In my case, for this year, I promise to me um dedicate more for practice English, For me, it is one of the things that I have some difficulties, um, because I can feel, how can I say, I can feel be confident for practice. And it is one of the things that I would like to improve for me, for my life during this year. I would like practice English at least 3 times a week. I think it's good for me. In this moment, it isn't a hard challenge, but I would like um, changes in my life. You know, I think that's it.
Thank you so much, Romeo. Felipe.
Uh, uh, to total transformation of our identity, it's made of the experience during the life, I think the with the, how can I say, experience that you have in life, and the way that you live in a society, all of this is a way to transform our identity during the life, And my opinion, these habits, the change of the habits during the day, or in your entire life, and change your behaviors, it can completely transform our identity in the future, For example, a church, for me, I'm a Catholic guy, so when I started to frequent the church, it's a part, it's a habit of my life. It's changed completely my identity, It's only an example, but it's I think this way the experience during the life can transform us identity. It's hard to answer, but I think this it's my way to see this subject.
Okay. Thank you so much, Felipe. Lilian.
Uh, um, so I think you have different forms to answer this question, but about me, I have the story of my life because my parents, they always had financial problems. And when I started to earn my own money, I started to save money. And I started with 20 reais per month. And it was a small habit, but always month I put some money in for my savings, and it changed my life because last year, no, the year before last year, I could buy my apartment. So I think in this case, a small habit changed all my life, and now I can like influence my sister and my brother because they can buy their apartments, but they need to create small habits and good habits.
Thank you so much, Lilian. Ivna.
So I agree with my colleagues. And when I said, I think Romeo is speaking about the challenge of practicing English, I share this opinion because I bought this course in November, and this year I proposed myself to study more English and improve my English, and I'm here on Sunday to study English for accomplish this purpose. And I think about Philip said, church can define our identity as well, because English, I think English can open my doors in this world, but religion can open the door of heaven. It's different. It's different, and I think it's important as well. And when Lilian said about save money, I agree with her, because I also save money this year, and I bought some books about English and save money and how spend my money as well. And this year I think small things can change our lives. Small things. It's not big, but small, consistent things. I can be a better person.
Thank you, Ivna, for sharing. Let's go to number 3. Lilian, to what degree does our physical environment dictate the easy, I think, with which we can maintain healthy behaviors?
I think depends on the person, but for me, it influences like 100% because I can follow, for example, a healthy food routine if my husband is eating like fat or gross food. So I always ask him, hey, we are going to start a new routine next Monday or tomorrow, or so and so forth. So I need your help. I need you stop this because I can't follow my routine. I can't stick to my routine with you eating something that I like, but I can't eat. So for me, it influenced like 100%. And when I lived with my parents, uh, I I I didn't use it to have a good routine because they don't have it. So in my case, in my opinion, it's influenced like 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I live with my parents, and this is in my case is a huge problem. And I save my money to live of my parents' home because they don't have a routine, you know. And when the most of time I am the company, you know, but in the weekends they like to have lunch lately, and I like to have lunch early, you know, and for me it's very difficult because I have to nowadays I go to the gym and I have the diet and things like that, you know, and I have to preparate my lunch, you know, separate of them because that. And sometimes I have to heard some things about my mother that I don't cook to everyone, you know, because and things like that, you know. But I said, oh my God, you and my brother and my father have lunch lately and late, and I have to have lunch early, and it's totally different. My lunch and their lunch, so it's complicated. When you live with your parents, we have to follow the rules, follow the things, you know, so it's complicated. But I understand you. Okay, Evening.
I think when we have peace, peace uh, comes from other people as well. And I think environment can change our mind, can change our mind and affect our as well. That's it.
Thank you, Ivana. Philip.
Uh, our physical environment has a strong influence in your habits, you know. And if you have food like clean space and exercise options, uh, we have it's easy to access, and you know, like you said, I have access to good foods. My house is clean. I have access to make exercise. It's make a to maintain a healthy habit. It's better, but on the other hand, if you live in a messy or a stressful environment, it can make healthy habits more harder to maintain, you know. I think it's totally dependence. I have a strong dependency between the environment and uh, your health, you know, in general. That's it.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Philip. Romeo.
I agree with my friends. Um, I think I don't know specific to say the the degree, but I think it contribute I think or influence a lot. You know, um, if you ask me, in my home nowadays, my family and my daughters, how can I say, following a good routine for, how can I say, for riding, you know, for riding at the, can I say, at the afternoon, the final the afternoon. I don't know, say this in English, you know. Every day, you know, and asking me a lot, Dad, follow us for practice, because I don't like to go to the gym, you know, and I think this, how can I say, this this environmental is good for start a new condition for my life, you know. Um, I need to take some medicine for control my, how can I say, my pressure. I don't know, say this in English, but I think it is, you know. Any others that I need eat more vegetable and eat less sugar, and fat foods, you know. I think it's the this, how can I say, this example that my wife and my daughters making influence me, you know. But at the moment, not encouraging me for practice that, you know. But I would like to do something, you know, to practice this because I need it. It's necessary for me. It's good for me. You know, I think here's one next example, but that's others. Like, how can I say? Read more. I think I read. I like study, and then my daughter and my wife. How can I say? Feels influenced for because I lead. How can I say? I read a lot, many things, especially for my work and the others. I like to help my daughters in your work, in yours, you know, thinking a lot. Yeah, that is it.
Yeah, thank you, Romeo. I don't know if it's my internet or your, but it's frozen, it's cutting. But okay. So let's go to number four. Even I start with you. Do you believe that habit staking is the most effective way to integrate new goals into a busy schedule?
What does habit taking in?
Habit staking. I don't know how to say that. Let me see. I think staking is like how can I say that? It's like when
Uh,
you I don't know how I explain that.
it's fake experience. So it's like
Experience.
you put
Ah, you
one
put it.
thing
Mhm.
um,
It's
above the
like
other, on the
Mm-hmm.
other.
Mm-hmm.
do you understand?
Like step by step?
Yeah.
Okay. So I agree with this affirmation because I think when you you go step by step, it's easier to make some habits and a long time habits and some how can I say, but some professionals, no, some teachers say we have 21 days to make a habit, and it's step by step. It's day, how can I say? But it's every day a little. Every day a little can make a great habit, and I think it's it. It's a little a day. Each day can make a difference.
Thank you, Evelyn. Lillian, and how about you?
For me, I do, yes, I believe it. Is the most effective way. When I started learning English, um, I not when I started, but last year I tried to listen to at least 10 minutes per day of a podcast, and it changed my comprehensive listening because before I couldn't understand almost anything by natives, but nowadays I can watch some videos, I can listen to other podcasts, and I started at least 10 minutes today. For example, I listened to 1 hour before our session here. So yes, I think little by little, it is an effective way to create a strong habit.
Thank you, Lillian. Romeo.
I believe that that possibility is good, but I believe that is not the only way. for integrate new goals, you know. I think when you, how can I say, when you have many goals, it's hard to, how can I say, to, oh my gosh, cumprir, I don't know, you know, everything, you know, when you add more goals, it's, I think it probably is more hard for make that, you know. But in some case, I think it can help, you know. I think it can help, but the others not. I think is not good. I think it's not the only way for integrate, you know. I think it's good, or it is important to, how can I say, my gosh, uh, cumprir the goals step by step, like my friend
Be
said before.
achieve.
Yeah, I think yes, he achieved to, how can I say, to do that every day, you know, or um, how can I say, recognize that goals, you know, or how can I say, retire, not retire. When you have some things you need to in, decrease some goals, you know, for uh, oh my gosh, my English is not good today. For decrease some things that you can't make, you know. I think that is it.
Thank you so much, Romeo. So, guys, let's go to the number 5. Romeo, I start with you. How has the transition to remote work disrupted our traditional boundaries between professional and personal routines?
Oh my gosh, a hard question. Let me read it again. Um, Let me see about this question. Um, I think it's important, you know. I think, how can I say, um, oh, sorry, um, mm, I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard question, but I think, in some cases help a lot. In others, not in others. I can try some examples in my company. You know, some employees, some coworkers. How can I say, work about meetings all the time. You know, just for pass informations, you know, and receive information for this information input uh, in, in our daily routine, you know. In some cases, some employees that have a problem, like can I say, problem like your health. I think that the health, you can can't go for the for a potential in our company, and that that possibility is help a lot, especially in other situations that that they need to make, how can I say, treinamento, you know, for how can I say, for railroad, many co-workers need training a lot, you know, for keeping your knowledge, for how can I say, recycling all of your is need a lot to travel for other cities or make to do. In this situation that you can make some meetings, any trainings, about this possibility is really good, you know, because uh you can uh you can help to keep the organization working well, you know. It's hard for me this question. Sorry. I think that is it.
It's okay, no problem. Thank you for sharing. Ivna.
So during the pandemic, COVID-19, I I worked at home sometime, actually all the time, and I I I know that that was a difficult time, pandemic, and unfortunately, a lot of people died. But for me, in my case, it was a good time to achieve some goals in my life because I I had more time to do at home and to establish my routine. And I took my time and I read twice the principle of chemistry. I'm a chemistry teacher. Nowadays I work as supervisor, but I'm a chemistry teacher. And I how can I say in past, but it's kind of I spent my 3 hours a day studying English because I wanted a lot to improve my English and to take this time to improve my life and to improve my career as well. And then for me, work at home office was very good, but not all life, né? Because I like working at school, physical school, not only at home. But I see nowadays some abilities can, how can I say, but come come with pandemic, remote work. For example, I next past week I had some interview via through Zoom. 5 years ago, it was a little bit impossible to interview through Zoom, only Zoom. And nowadays, some abilities from remote work can be help us to save time in our lives.
Yeah, I agree. I think I don't like to work totally in a remote way because sometimes I feel tired to see the same thing, the same people here in my home, and stay stuck in my home and my room working.
Yes, and wear the same clothes.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel for me this is weird, but maybe if I can get a job that we can stay maybe 2 days remotely and 3 days or 2 days presential, for me it's the best life, the best work because you can, okay, now we so full, our mind so full and you can work from home, work remotely. And when you want to socialize, and go to work and you go presential. For me, it's the best work, job. But it's not don't works like that way. But if some a lot of companies act like that, I think people can produce, produce. Yeah, can maybe increase the productive. I think that's it. The It's not productive, but I think you understand. Guys, I forgot the word, but that's it. Thank you so much. Ivna, Lilian.
Uh, I agree with you, but I think the pandemic brings us different perspectives because I work remotely almost 100%. I need to go to the office once a year or twice a year, so I work remotely. And sometimes I think some co-workers, they don't know how to work remotely because we need to know how to separate our uh, work chores than our personal chores. And some folks, they don't know because, for example, uh, I was in a project and I sent a message to a colleague, and this colleague was at the gym, and it was like 10 a.m. It doesn't make sense for me because 10 a.m. is like our work hour. Even our company has a free schedule. We need to stay there from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is the deal. We can't change the deal because it is our office hour. So I think the pandemic for IT employees uh, brought a special thing because we don't need to move to our office every single day. But I think some people, they need to know, they need to learn. Hey, I'm going to work remotely, but I need to learn this. I need to create my boundaries. I can't do all my personal things all the time because I need to work. But for me, I don't have so many problems because my husband also works remotely, and we have our routine. We sit at the same time, we have lunch at the same time, and we stop at the same time. So, but it was difficult at the beginning. Nowadays, we are okay with this routine. But as Romeo said, maybe some companies need to provide the treinamento for the employees because uh, it's not like our parents use it to work. So it is a novelty for us. So for me, it depends on the context.
Okay, thank you, Lilian, for sharing. Guys, let's go to the number 6. So, Lilian, start with you. What role does self-discipline play in resisting the instant gratification provided by modern technology?
Difficult question because I I don't use so much social media, so I I'm not someone who is addicted in instant gratification like raw on Instagram or Facebook or and so forth. But sometimes when I eat healthy for 4 days, in my mind I can eat chocolate in the 5 day, and no, I can't because I need to complete at least 1 week. So I think self-discipline is like uh, you need to achieve some points for your goal. Uh, for example, 6 hours of speaking in 1 week, so English to speak. So you can take a rest the next day. Uh, However, if you use social media and you think, oh, I'm going to study 30 minutes and stay on Instagram for the next 1 hour. It is not work. So it won't work actually. So it is a difficult question, but you need to follow your plan to achieve your goals.
Thank you. Romeo, how about you?
Oh my gosh, it's a hard question. I think I never think about. Um, let me see. Mm, Self-discipline is important in many fields. It's not different in nowadays. You know, I think uh, some kinds of technology, modern technology, help a lot some fields, but is not how can I say? Is not everything. It's not in everything. You know, I think is important to think twice about this the how can I say the good ways or um, the good ways for what helping in some some things helping and others not, but for me I think self-discipline um, is necessary for oh my gosh for keep or for help in some situations. It's a hard question. This I think that's what I think.
Yeah, thank you, Romeo, for sharing. Ivna.
I think how self-discipline is difficult. It's hard for me and it's hard for all people, I think, as well. And I think self-discipline is important when you don't have motivation. Because sometimes you don't have motivation to do something, but self-discipline is important. For example, for me, I don't have a lot of problems with to spend time with social medias because I don't have Instagram and things like that. But I I like to spend my time on Shopee and not Instagram, but on Shopee. Not spend my all money, but to see. I like to see and some products and the benefits some products. And I you know, and sometimes I put on my mind I have to do uh, that thing and before or after. The after I I surf on Shopee. That is self-discipline when you want to do but you don't do it.
Thank you so much, Ivna. Guys, I don't know if we are more time to answer the question. I will try. Let's go to the number. Let me see. Okay, the number 10, the last one. Lilian, if you could eliminate one negative habit instantly without any effort, how would your life improve?
Oh, eating unhealthy food. If I could I could remove any habits, I would remove this because hamburger, pizza,
But it's so good.
yes, yes, but it is unhealthy. They are unhealthy, so uh, it is my my
Yeah, but
choice.
I think it's unhealthy. because the way that you prepare it. Because I talking with my personal, the gym, and gym personal, and she said you can eat hamburger, but without bacon, and the I don't know how to say that, oil maybe, you have to do a gourmet hamburger, like bread, cheese, the meat, like you buy the meat and do the a carne de hambúrguer, the hamburger meat, not
Yeah.
buy industry. I don't know how to say that, processada, né? Processed food, and put there. You prepare, and this is healthy. It's not unhealthy. But I think you have to be a balance, don't eat every day, you know. But pizza, I don't know, because have the trigo, and things like that. So it's complicated. Okay. So,
The
Romeo.
problem is it's very expensive gourmet food.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I agree with you. Uh, be healthy, it's expensive, and nem todo mundo tem, né? Dinheiro pra ser saudável. That's it. Romeo, go ahead.
Yeah, I like it. My friend said I eat less health food too. Not everything, but start. I start in my life eating less sugar. You know, not it's different. The not eat sugar, but less. My coffee is almost unless less sugar. Juice for me, it's almost unlike sugar. Any others that at the end of this year I uh, eliminate, you know. But I need this. I need this for continue my life, Yeah,
Yeah, I think
that's it.
you have to put a little sugar, because we need this sugar in our
A bit.
sistema, né? In your body. But I think you can change the sugar for the honey, no mel, you know. If you don't
Yeah,
put sugar, because sugar is have the process chemical process, and you can change to honey, with I forgot how can I say, tipo, em vez de colocar açúcar, você coloca o mel. I think it's more healthy. I don't know, but I think.
good option.
Yeah. And that's it, guys. So we don't have more time to answer question. I'd like to thank you so much to you enjoy this immersion and attend this immersion. And I would like to say have a nice Sunday and see you in another immersion. Okay? Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you. I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.